Welcome back. Episode 7. NoneSpecial. Thank you for all the support, all the likes, the shares, the comments on the past episodes. This episode we'll be talking about religion. We'll be debating, asking questions. Just trying to figure out what our brothers.
99 views.
We're about to get.
Trying to figure out what our brothers are
Damn, bro.
going through and whatnot, bro. So
99 views for what?
We talking about God, bro.
Yeah, we're about to fully understand his religion, my religion.
Okay, we're not gonna fully understand it.
I don't think you even fully understand
We're gonna like,
We're not even gonna come to a consensus. We're just gonna be talking about it, bro.
We're just gonna be questioning each other. Nothing crazy, bro.
M16, man.
Trying to figure
You
out
start.
what's going on.
You want me to start? Where did you go?
I'm gonna go just shimmy this a little more.
Okay. All right, guys. As y'all can tell, actually, maybe y'all might not be able to tell, but I'm a Muslim. He's a Christian, and our brother over there, he's Hindu. And so I'm gonna start as a proud Muslim. Like, you know how we follow like our 5 pillars. We pray, we fast. We fast the month of Ramadan. We give zakat.
You gotta explain what that stuff is.
Oh. All right.
Should we start off like that, or should we hop into questions? Cause what do you think?
Yeah. Let's not start off like that.
Because this guy's giving us a whole.
Yeah, he's giving us a fucking summary. That's not what
we
do.
What do you got?
What do y'all got then? Got on.
Just get straight into it, bro.
I have a question for you, Kenny.
Go.
So in your religion, right, there is more than one God, right?
Mm.
So like, is there like a God that is central, or is everyone like? I think there's like clans and stuff, right? Or like.
It depends.
Yeah. So
it depends. It
really
depends. So the way what we think of Hinduism now, is what think about it like this. India's a big place, right? And before Christianity went into Europe, right? What we had was a bunch of different religions. They were closely connected, but they were all different in their own ways because of environment and people are different, stuff like that, right? But they were all close. Like if you look at the old Greek pantheon and the Roman ones, they had counterparts, right? Because who was it? Ares, the god of war in Greece, was Mars, and that's what we call the planet, right? In the Roman pantheon, his name was Mars. Get it? Like the counterparts. But when the British came, and when like the Europeans came to India, they classified it as one thing, right? So you have a bunch of different people believe in different things, some similarities, but they believe in different things, and they just classify it as one thing. You get it? Okay. So there are Hindus that believe in one God, right? And then there's the ones that believe in a whole bunch of them, and there's Hindus that don't believe in God at all. Get it?
Are those the spiritual ones?
Yeah, a Hindu is spiritual. It's just like that belief in how many gods or what kind of God it is different.
So if they don't believe any God, so how does that work? So they're like.
It's like with Buddhism, they don't believe in a
like
God.
Atheism
either.
Or like.
No. It's not atheism.
What do they believe in? They don't believe in no God, so.
It's more like a.
Or it's like
they still believe in karma. That's still something that they believe in.
Oh. So they just believe
they're
just.
So
here.
they have idols. They have a God. They believe in karma.
No, karma's not an idol though. It's an idea.
But they just believe
if you do good,
they idolize that though.
But they just
idolize that.
I have a question.
Use that
so
to
like
win their life. So.
They believe like we're just here and we're just gonna die and like the reincarnation stuff, like into a bird or something.
You'll turn to a bird. Depends on what you do in this life or even in the past lives. If you do good, you're gonna end up in a higher plane of existence. Get what I'm saying?
So what's a higher plane?
Like say you were a real fat motherfucker.
Okay.
Right? In your next life you'd be a pig because you were so gluttonous. Get what I'm saying? It's not exact, but like that's the basic concept.
So good deeds.
Good deeds will lead into like.
So what's the best? For y'all.
The goal of the religion is to break that cycle of reincarnation.
Huh?
So how do you break it?
You break it like the Buddha, for example. He broke it. He wasn't reincarnated again.
So
when you reach nirvana.
Oh, you wouldn't know that, right?
How would you do it? Yeah, how would I know that?
What the hell is nirvana?
So it's to break. Is that like heaven for you guys?
It's not heaven. It's joining with God. You know what I mean? If everything is God, the goal would be to become to join with Him.
Join God?
To be with Him or
to be with Him? Yeah.
Or be with
completely.
Like in the kingdom? Like His kingdom?
It's not a kingdom. I don't know if they believe in it like a real heaven like that. like you're with God, you're doing your thing, like the same thing you're doing here, but you're doing it there without doing sin. It's not like that.
So
It's
what do you?
interesting.
So would join and do what?
It's just you see how you guys say God made you in His image.
Yeah.
It's like that. You're just returning to God, whatever way that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it means to return to God.
I think I get what you're saying.
But that's the goal.
I think I get what you're saying. Okay.
So what sector are you in? The one God, multiple gods.
My family are Shivites.
Pardon?
It's like there's sections of like with depends on what God that section believes is like the supreme one. Get it? But it's even deeper than that, because my family, they would say Shiva's the supreme one, right? Like that's the seed is one of his symbols, right? But then even then, you see how we have a bunch of different gods. The concept is that God is infinite and all powerful, right? So if He was infinite, just as people are infinite, and our personalities, the way we look, right? So if He was infinite, He could showcase Himself in an infinite number of ways. That's why we have so many gods.
But it still signifies the one.
Yeah, it's still that one God, but He showcases Himself in so many different ways.
Oh, I kind of get that.
Get it?
So he's basically saying like, so there's one God, right? For that
There's
verse.
one
But
entity
he's
or
showing
reality.
himself as it's
And-
him, but like in different like forms.
And how did y'all see him?
That's what he's doing. So you don't believe that?
I do believe in that in a certain extent. Like I don't. Like there's that God with the elephant head, right? I don't know if one of the gods has an elephant head, but I do believe that if God wanted to show Himself in that form, He could have. It's God.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I can understand that. He can show himself. But like, do you feel like humans are allowed to like see God in any in a form? Like, do you think that God with our current form that we're in right now, we are able to see God?
I believe
like,
that He
who's
can,
seen this?
if he wills it, He can show Himself to us.
That's why.
Yeah, if you will. But do you think we're like physically capable, us?
If God
If
wants
He
it to
wills
be
it.
done, then yeah.
And who's seen this? Like your ancestries? They seen this? Or who created these idols or images? Who
How
created
am I supposed? You know how far back that goes? How am I?
Well,
supposed to know
that comes from like from people like passing down.
Yeah.
That's how that always happens, right?
Like, we have stories of sages and stuff like mystical people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously come up with it, but like these gods that we know are probably older than they are.
Eyewitnesses. That's what's called eyewitnesses. And it gets passed down.
And they created
Okay.
these idols. And
It's even more different than that, because if you go into certain villages in the south of India, right, there's these things called they're village gods in Tamil. They're called Kavaldevam, right? And basically they were people that lived however long ago, and whatever job they did it so well that they were deified. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's basically a form of ancestor worship. Is it?
Wow. This guy's mind blown.
Ancestry worship?
Ancestor worship. Go, but let me hear your thoughts on it, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. So they're worshiping people that lived before them.
Yeah.
The
the idea of them, I guess.
The idea of them?
Yeah. Because obviously, I doubt they even have the same names as what they used to live with.
So they went from worshiping God to people.
It depends on it depends on where you are.
So that's like
Because even them, you would have those ancestors, right?
Yeah.
But you could say that they reached nirvana in a way. They returned to God, and He revealed themselves in that form. It's complicated shit.
Oh, so only that village does that stuff.
It depends. Because you could have multiple villages doing the same one, but it depends on the region.
Okay.
Like, I think in China, they used to do like that same ancestor worship. Obviously, it's a little different, but they don't do it no more.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
do you think like a past humans is like a person like, I'm just asking y'all, like, you know, I'm not saying you guys, but like, do y'all think a past human is able to be worshipped? A person that lived just like us?
What do you mean a past human?
Like, you see how you said
Like
the
a- like
ancestors?
the ancestors?
The ancestors, like
No.
people that were
If
just
it ain't
human,
Jesus,
just
no.
like Jesus.
If it ain't Jesus, no.
I know you have something to say about that
Yeah,
too. Keep
but
going,
like,
bro.
like with Jesus, like even with Jesus, like, you know, a person that was taken care of once he was born and is not self-sufficient, how can that person be worshipped? Like, it doesn't add up in my brain, you know.
All right, repeat that.
A person that at birth, like when Jesus was born, Mary took care of him, right? If you
Yeah.
were God, you wouldn't be taken care of because you're supposed to be able to take care of yourself, you know.
Hit him with some knowledge, fam.
So what you're trying to say? You're trying to say that because God was taken care of by his mother.
There's no, yeah, right? Like you should. First of all, you shouldn't even, like God can't be born, but that's besides the point right now, right? But a person that's a part of being God is being self-sufficient, right?
I hear you.
And being able to take care of yourself. Like no one should be able to take care of God.
Well,
like how does that make any sense?
Well, Jesus is God revealed as a man, right?
In your head.
So, yeah.
In your eyes.
That's what we believe in Christian, right? So, he embodied what it meant to be a human. So he went through, he's been born, he grew up, he got taken care of by his parents, all of that, right? So he's basically trying to show us and differ from us by living such a
pious.
Huh?
He was righteous.
Yeah, a perfect life where he did not sin. Even though he was tempted, he didn't break.
I like that story. Of him in the desert and the devil comes to him.
Even back that story. Do you know about that story?
Explain that. Like if you explain it, I might understand.
So basically, he was in a desert, right?
Okay.
It was 40 days and 40 nights. So fasting, basically fasting. Was eating. The devil came to him and was like, "I'll give you, I think it was bread or something or fish. I can't recall, but like something like that, right? And he will give him the world, so basically earth, to like rule or whatever. If he broke the rule of God.
If he ate the fish, if he ate the fish and like. If
he took the temptation, if he broke.
And broke his will and like submitted his will to the devil.
Yes.
If he submitted will and ate the fish. Okay.
Yeah.
Carry on.
And he didn't, right? Imagine if it was you though, right? If you were in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights, I'm asking you a question. Do you think you'll be able to stay off that, like not take the
And when the
bait?
devil comes to you, he's not gonna come to you.
He's not gonna come to you looking like, that's what I'm saying. Like this be like a good looking lady.
Not even that. You can just,
you never know.
You're there, you're starving, you're parched, and you come across like an oasis. Fresh water, there's fruits. You taking it?
You get what I'm saying?
Am I from where I am standing at
right now? Be truthfully honest.
I'll be truthfully honest. If someone tells me I have to submit my will to a being,
he's not saying that.
So what is he
trying to corrupt your
brother?
You guys literally
the
said,
situation
listen to me.
You are fasting in the desert of Palestine.
40 days,
40 days, 40 nights.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're wandering through the desert.
Okay.
And you see an oasis.
Bro, your lips are chapped, you're parched, you're tired, the sun
skin and bones. You're more skin and bones than you are now.
Okay. You see an oasis, man. Water, fresh water, looking nice. Food,
coconuts,
everything.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, you guys eat dates too. There's date. Yeah. You eating it or what?
But I'm so lost. Like, there isn't a person you just told me a person comes to
No, the devil will come to you.
Even you guys say the same thing. Shaitan can come to you in a number of different forms.
So he didn't come to him in a human form.
No.
So it's just
I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example.
You just seen a random oasis, y'all clearly y'all don't know the full story because
I wasn't fucking there with them. How am I supposed to know how the devil came to him?
No, but clearly in the story
I'm giving you an example right here.
Yeah.
I'm giving you an example.
Okay,
that's not the story. Would you?
If I seen an oasis and there was dates and stuff, yeah, of course, because there's no problem with that.
Okay.
There's no problem with that.
There's a problem. You're fasting. You're not supposed to.
I'm well. I thought you just said I'm in the desert. I don't have no food, no nothing.
We just said you were fasting for you're not listening.
But you guys said fasting as in I physically don't have any food or water. I physically just don't have that. But if you have food and water and you will to fast, that's different because you didn't have nothing.
You're already down the 40 days though.
Are y'all telling me I have?
You're already down 40 days, like a month and 10 days. You're already starving.
Yeah, I'm done 10 days, and I never had. I physically don't have myself any food and water.
Brother, you're down. You have already.
So when you entered the desert, did you have?
Let me easy for you.
Yeah.
All right, so say you're fasting, right?
So I put in my will to fast.
Yes.
Thank you.
To God,
Thank
yes.
you. Okay,
yes,
to God.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, listen.
Now we're on the same page.
Okay, so it's 40 days past, 40 nights past, right?
Yeah. How many days am I supposed to do this for?
That's not important right now. Just listen to what I'm saying right now. So 40 days past and 40 nights.
It's an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah, you're just thinking, right? You see the oasis, coconuts, everything. Boom, 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 boom. Would you be tempted to go and actually do it? Like eat it or like drink from it or whatever?
No.
Why? Why do you say that?
Why not?
Because I submitted my will to God. That I will fast these days.
So you believe that you, for 40 days or 40 nights, like be truthfully honest. Don't
I have to
Like,
be
just-
honest. When I say I fast 30 days in the month of Ramadan, I fast all 30 days because I put in my will and I submitted myself. I have food at
Okay,
home,
but
I
you
choose-
guys
but I
eat
have
at
food
sundown, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not
talking about
eating.
eating. You're not eating nothing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. If I have to submit my will, yeah.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not eating nothing.
If this is God's order, yes.
Okay. All right. Next one. So you're on the cross, right?
Okay.
You've been bolted up, hands, knees, everything, hands, legs, everything, right?
Yeah.
You have thorns on your head. You're bleeding. You're being beat, yelled at, all things, like everything, right? And you're supposed to be. You have the divine power to leave, to subject this case to hell right there. You have all the power, right? Right? But you humbled yourself to the point where you endure all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're on the cross and you're praying to God. And you say, forgive them for they don't know what they do. Talking about like the people that are whipping you, throwing beer, blasting you in your name, like calling you out your name, all that, right? All that torment, right? But yeah, he still has that love in his heart. I'm talking about Jesus right now.
Mm-hmm.
Still has that love in his heart to just kind of like forgive them and still go on for what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? To die on the cross and resurrect and all that, right?
Yeah.
So as a human, right? For you, right? If someone was to, let's say, slap you in your head or whatever, like, or do something like that, right?
I give you a mob barber slap.
Like, box you, like, you don't even know this person. Around easy, fam.
Word.
You're not gonna react?
I'm gonna react.
Exactly.
Why would
You
I not
think you're
react?
like, so like, there's a difference. Like, I get what you're saying when you say like,
Because, but in my,
In the
I will
beginning
not lie,
you were
when you
saying-
were explaining that, in my religion, he does not have the will to get off that cross, and he does
Okay.
not have the will to
That's
do
what-
any of that because he's a human. Because in my understanding, he's a human, so he cannot do none of that. What you just explained right now, he cannot do none of that. But in your understanding, you believe he's able to miraculously get off that cross. The only way he can get off that cross is with the will of Allah. But him personally, he cannot do that in my belief.
yeah, I agree. But what I believe, he is God. He is one with God, right? There's three.
But like, I have a question. Like, I've never seen the Quran in the Bible.
Mm.
It say, like Jesus Christ himself saying, "I am God."
Oh my gosh. I have a thing for you. I set you up so nice.
He never ever said that.
Shh, I got you.
I have a
got you.
yo, bro. These guys have some crazy claims, eh?
Hmm?
These guys have some crazy claims.
Mm.
There's no part where it's gonna say, "I am God." Jesus
Hold
himself.
on, fam. Just hold on. I got you. Don't worry, fam. Don't worry. You gotta come prepared. But Kenny, go on.
These guys have some crazy claims, fam. They be saying bear stuff.
What is the claims?
Like one argument that I always hear about the Quran being infallible is the fact that Muhammad was illiterate.
Okay.
But like he didn't write it though.
He did it right. Yeah.
So how is that?
He told there's people that can read and write. Other people, he personally can't read and
Wait,
write.
let
but
me
he
show you
told
the video
them.
before we get into that. My bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna put this on the screen for you guys to watch too. So, you know.
I am. In John 10:30,
Start
Jesus.
over.
Claimed to be God? Ever claimed to be God?
Yeah, he sure did. John 8:58, Jesus says, before Abraham was born, I am. In John 10:30, Jesus says, I and the Father are one. In John 14:9, Jesus says, he who has seen me has seen the Father. Clearly, Jesus claimed to be God.
So he was both human and God at the same time?
That's what he claimed.
The prophet.
Well, he claimed
I've
to be
seen
God
this
in
video.
human form.
Oh.
Which means he's more than a prophet. He's God in human form.
But
That's what he claimed.
God is something that's superior to human form, so it doesn't make sense for God to be human because he wouldn't necessarily be higher than the other.
All right, first point is God is not something. The Bible insists that God is someone, a personal being. And it's totally possible for a personal being who's the creator to humble himself and become a human being.
Did Jesus
Okay.
I want a full version, but
Okay.
I want you to first go to chapter 57, verse 3 for me. Of your Quran, first.
you know this guy?
Never seen that one.
What it says.
This guy, he knows the Quran inside out, yeah?
The ascendant and the intimate, and he is of all things knowing,
Okay, so he's the one.
the first and the last.
Now, if you have a Bible, do you have a Bible with you?
Of course I do.
Okay, go to Revelation, the last book of the Bible. Revelation 1:17.
When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. Then he placed his right hand on me and said, "Do not be afraid, I am the first and the last."
Okay, now pause right there. According to your Quran, who's the first and the last?
Allah.
Okay, now read Revelation 1:17 again. So Allah's the first and last. Read Revelation 1:17 one more
When
time.
I saw him, I fell
Jesus didn't die.
So when did Allah die?
When did Jesus die?
On the cross.
No, he never died
Yeah,
on the
they
cross.
believe that he didn't die on the
He
cross.
never died on the cross.
Why do you believe that?
Because his soul was... Actually, I don't even think his body was even... I'm not fully sure, but I don't even think his body was
You
there,
know what
but
I seen? They said that
he was brought to heaven. He never died yet.
they say that it was
He
it
will
was
die,
like a
but he hasn't
doppelganger
died
that
yet.
died on the cross.
Yeah, he hasn't died yet.
Those are crazy claims.
He hasn't died.
Yeah, they have
Well,
crazy
I believe that
claims.
he died.
It's not crazy claims.
It sounds like a crazy claim to me.
How's it a crazy claim?
Because what I'm saying, it sounds like a crazy claim to you. no?
Because in this book that you have, I don't even know what this, like, I know the Bible, but like, I can't really believe in the Bible because there's like so many different copies. There's not even one Bible. There's not even one.
I got some for you too, man. I love this, man. I love this.
What? You will not find one Bible that was there from the beginning. And
Okay, let me hit
Alright,
him with my claim.
bet.
Let
Let
me
me
So
hit
the
him with
Quran.
my claim. Let me hit him with my claim.
Okay.
So they use
I'm
the
with you
fact
next.
that their prophet was illiterate to say that, oh, how he was illiterate. How could he have made such a masterpiece, right? But then the story is that the angel Gabriel came and they told it to him.
Yeah.
He told it to him, and all he did was relay that information to those scribes.
Yeah.
So how was him being illiterate like proof that the Quran is infallible?
Because he's not one man that wrote. He couldn't write. So if you say he's one man that created this whole Quran, he didn't create it because it can't be his words. Because a man that can't read and write cannot create words. Such
What do you mean?
sentences
He still knows how to
And-
speak.
in such grammatical way, that there's
Just-
zero mistakes.
no,
That there's zero mistakes in the
Just
Quran.
because you're illiterate doesn't mean you don't know how to speak, bro.
Bro, if you don't know how to read or write, you can't have 6,000 verses that have zero mistakes 1,400 years after.
Are you telling me your
Zero is-
vocabulary
that's crazy.
without you reading and writing isn't 6,000 words? You
So
can't make
be writing
6,000 sentences?
6,000 sentences back to back to back that has zero contradictions. A person that can't read or write, do you believe a person that can't read or write 6,000 verses will have zero contradictions in what he writes? Please explain to me that. A person that can't read or write, how is that physically capable?
I'm just saying,
Bro doesn't
just
even,
because you're
he
illiterate,
doesn't really know grammar, and you're telling me he's gonna write 6,000.
what does that matter?
Because he can't read.
And it's not even like he had scribes doing it. These people were versed. Like, they know how to read and write.
Yeah, a person that can't. Yeah, but him,
All he had to do is relay that information.
and he made zero mistakes, like relaying that information. Zero
How do you know
mistakes.
he made zero mistakes?
Because the same Quran. Because the thing is that y'all religions lack that we have.
What is it?
Is the idea of memorization. You know.
How do you know that?
People that can.
Our priests have to memorize.
Yeah, but
It's the same
but
things.
You guys have to. But look at the amount of people, the percentage of people that follow your religion that memorize the Quran. The Muslim, the Islamic, like Muslims, they have the highest like people that
Well, you mean
memorize
that-
from the age of like
No,
6, they
'cause
can
you guys
memorize
make
the
it-
Quran.
It's
You know
because you
why?
guys make it a point
Because
to do
you
it.
can't. Yeah, because you can't get rid of something when someone memorized it. Like you can get rid of if you get rid of all of your books right now.
But we have people that memorize this. So what do you?
Yeah, there's some people, but you can go to any part of the world and you'll find
It's not even,
multiple
it's
kids.
not even
So
some
you're saying
people. It's
because-
probably
Multiple
So
kids.
just
that
couple
because
thousand.
he memorized something,
yeah, if
that
people
means
can-
that is true.
No,
if it's
people-
wrong, if what's writing is wrong, so that makes it true. Because
No, but you'll never find two books that have any different differences in any of the 6,000 verses because of memorization. That's what made them zero contradictions. But in y'all books,
I think
in
that's
the
where
Bible,
the,
there's-
I think that's where the philosophy is
In
differ because, as what I said before, right? God is infinite, and we are in His image, so we would be infinite as well. So just one way to God isn't. That's what I don't think that's the way,
Firstly, I don't even understand what you said.
bro.
Did
You
I
have
listen?
I
one.
didn't fully understand.
He said there's.
Like there's
You see how
infinite
we say?
personality,
You see how you say Allah is the way.
just
the
one,
right?
yeah.
And I say that Jesus and God is one, right?
No, but you guys
He's
think
saying-
there's three. What is the Holy Trinity?
They're
Please-
one.
So all God, Jesus, and someone else.
Jesus is a human form. So God humbling himself and bringing himself to us. So that is God.
Okay, so
It's
explain
similar
the
to what
whole-
I was saying in the beginning.
Risky, so Jesus is human. There's only okay. So how many? There's just one God, or just three gods? Like tell
There's
me.
one God.
There's one God.
Yes.
In three forms.
In
One
three
God in three
forms.
forms.
Yes.
So what is the Holy Ghost? Explain to me the Holy Ghost. I don't know what that is.
I
the
don't really
Holy
understand the
Spirit.
Holy Spirit either.
Yeah, what is that? Like explain that to me.
Okay. The Holy Spirit is something that's, I'm gonna say it's like in us. I kind of say like in all of us. So it's like.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna
It's
say
like, you know, when they say you have God in you.
Yeah, like God in you. Like.
Like, obviously, you're not Jesus. You're not the Father. So obviously, it's the Holy Spirit that's in you.
I don't believe in that.
So like you know how you have this inclination of knowing what's good and right.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like that balance a little. Like I'm trying to say, you get what I'm trying to say, like that.
Like knowing what's right and wrong.
Yeah, like
the way
that.
we were built. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so something like that, but I can't really fully explain it. I guess someone else will explain it. But something around those lines.
So the Holy Spirit is just my guilt, or like my subconscious that
Not
knows
really.
what's left and right. I mean, what's good and what's good
It
and
is
bad.
the moral compass that God has instilled in you.
Yeah, so
That's what you guys think the Holy Spirit is.
that's what it is. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what was the next question? Something else.
Yeah, that interaction was funny.
What do you? What
The man said, "That's what you think it is." The man said, "That's what it is." Yeah.
I'm just
No,
wondering.
I'm asking you questions.
Yeah.
I respect it for asking questions.
Yeah, because I didn't fully. I'm not gonna lie. Like it just like rationally, I cannot understand how God can be this all-knowing person and at the same time be a human. Because in my ideology.
Yeah, let me hit you with something right now.
Yeah.
If God were all powerful, why couldn't He do it?
But I don't feel like we personally are at a being level that can see God. It's just us. It's us. And
But
the
if
problem
God
is-
wants to reveal
the
him,
issue is
okay,
that-
let's listen. So if Allah wants to reveal himself as a human,
it's
he
possible
can't do that.
he
Okay,
wouldn't.
so why? So
It's possible, but he wouldn't.
How do you know?
I'm just saying he would. No.
How do you know?
Okay, just
because
because
it's
He
never
wouldn't doesn't
happened.
mean it's not
never
possible.
happened. It's just never.
Just because He
happened.
wouldn't do it doesn't mean it's not possible.
Yeah, obviously he's possible doing anything.
Okay,
Like,
so-
he's possible doing anything.
So
But
how
it's
do you
just
know
like
He wouldn't do it?
It's just like how we can't see many things. We can't see because God is like the light that we are. Like what's it called? Our bodies are not like our eyes. Will literally like. We just physically just can't handle to see things. We just can't handle to see something like that. In my opinion, I don't think we can handle to see something of that creation. We can't even look at the sun. And you want us to be able to, in our human beings, to be able to see God. Like, explain.
That's why you came in human form. You're not trying to.
I don't believe you can come in human form and be able to be taken
So,
care of.
okay,
Why
so-
would you come in human form to be taken care of? Why would he do that?
Okay, let me restate what I said before. Okay, so he came
Because
and
all right,
humbled himself.
all right. Let me ask.
Let him talk first. Let him talk first.
He
Let him talk
came and
first.
humbled down
No,
himself,
before
right?
you, no, I would want you to talk, but like, explain to me your ideology of God. Like, what do you think God is? Like, if you had to explain God, like, what are 3 principles or certain principles that, like, no other thing can be, that can only be God, like, in your eyes?
What do you mean?
Like, you would think all-knowing, self-sufficient, like, things like that, of that nature.
Yeah, everything you said, all knowing. Yeah.
So if God, and like you said,
All-powerful,
Jesus
yeah.
died, how
Mhm.
could you die, how can you be self-sufficient and die?
Do you know why he died?
Brisky, if you're
No, I'm
God,
asking
you
you a
can't
question.
die. Yeah, you told me because he died
Hey,
for
wait,
all
wait.
of our sins.
Wait,
or
wait,
whatever,
wait,
like,
wait,
whatever you
wait,
think.
wait. The why doesn't even matter at this point. If God were all powerful, just because we die and not come back doesn't mean God can die and not come back.
God said he'll never die. Like he's
Hey, yeah, I don't think we lost too much content. It just turned off. Pretty sure.
Maybe it was 30 minutes.
You gotta send me those videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you. Okay.
Guess what? Let's retake from the question he asked. What do you think God is?
I believe that God is self-sufficient, knows all, and is the first and the last, cannot die.
But in the Quran, just said that he's the
That's
first and the
exactly
last.
what the Quran said.
Okay.
He's the first and the last. But he's
So
never,
the last. So there's an end.
No, there's no end.
So why did
He's
it
the last. Like, we're all gonna die and he'll be last. That's what first and last means. It does not mean you die. First and last means everyone can die and you're the last. And you're the only one left. That's what last can mean. Everyone finishes the race and you're the last place. That's your last.
I mean, the race is done, no?
No, yeah, the race is done, but you came last. You're just last. You're just the last person.
So you're the last to die.
No, you don't. No, that doesn't really equate to dying.
So
Everyone can die and you're still alive.
I'm alive forever.
Do you guys understand what the word first and last means?
Death and Hades.
Okay, so
Yeah, but what we're saying isn't wrong either.
First to be here, last to be here.
Yeah.
It could also mean that. You guys know that,
Yeah,
right?
you did. You just
Doesn't mean
said
first to die and last to die. I mean,
first
first to be
and
born and
last
last to die. Like,
So
what?
when is your God Allah died?
it finishes it.
I have no answer for that.
So your God Allah died and you don't know, and you have no
I did
answer
not
for that.
see.
No, he didn't die.
These-
No, well, wait. The Quran says Allah's the first last, and here the first last
Yeah,
says.
but
I
this,
died,
see,
I
both of them don't have a
Your God
clear
Allah
understanding,
died.
because first and last to mean first to be alive and last to be alive.
Did I say it or you just read it?
Last to be here,
What did
first
you
to be
just
here,
read?
last to be here.
Well, I'm saying is that your
See, these
interpretation.
two,
What
these
did
two
you
got
just
different.
read? Forget
These
my
person
interpretation.
misinterpreted
You
the
just
words.
read, "Who
That's
said,
life.
I'm the first last, and I'm the
This is
living
why I
one
don't
who
like people
died
that are
and came to
ignorant.
life." And according to the Quran, who's that?
Allah.
So you just admit Allah died.
But
so my
as for like your Jesus, like if you wanna watch a video, like you wanna watch a proper video, you can watch this one.
last, and I'm the living one who died and came to life. And
Read what just said.
I'm the first and last.
I'm saying, is that your interpretation of
What
that?
did you just read? Forget my interpretation. You just read. Who said I'm the first and last, and I'm the living one who died and came to life?
I never seen those in any book.
According to Quran.
So you just
According to the Quran, eh?
First to be here and last to be here.
Do you not hear what I'm about to say?
Can you go back to the verse in the Quran? Please, I don't want to hear you.
Can we search up that verse, please?
In the Quran. Wait,
Can
hold
we
on.
find that verse?
So you just
You have it in your phone?
I'm saying, is that your interpretation of
What
that?
did you? Oh, you're God. Oh, it's God.
So you're saying Jesus is the first and the last?
Did I say you just read? What did you just read?
Can you tell me the verse at the start of the video?
I'm saying, is that
Is there in the start of the video? The verse is there.
I want you to first go to chapter 50.
But I don't just want to be showing videos. I want to like have a proper debate. I don't know why you're showing me random videos, but like it's all good.
See, we're getting a little hostile there, huh?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Let it get
Nothing
hostile.
wrong. Yeah.
There's nothing
Let
wrong
it
with
get
the video.
hostile,
There's nothing wrong
bro.
with the video.
We're
No,
gonna break friendships today, bruv.
No, the verse is here, bro.
Man said break Frenches.
He's the first and the last, the most high, the most near, and he's perfect knowledge of all things. First to be here and last to be here doesn't mean first doesn't mean death. Does not equate to death. First to be here and last to be here does not equate to death. If you read the
Bro,
verse,
go
look
find
at the verse.
go find in your thing, man.
It's
Stop
right
tripping.
here.
I want from you. I want thing. I want to see
Okay.
the full everything.
Okay, give me. Thank you. Need a second, you know?
Kenny's an IG. Kenny kills it.
This is you guys right now. If you have a question to ask me, let me know, man.
Alright.
Man. I'm gonna let you guys finish. I wanna answer the same question, but I wanna. It's a little silent right now, man.
Yeah, the verse is right here.
What does that say? Read that shit in Arabic.
You can't read. You don't read Arabic?
I know how to read in Arabic.
What? You don't know Arabic, so why would you-
سبحان الله ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
I can read Arabic.
Can you actually?
How did I just read that?
Nah.
I'm just checking if there's an English translation somewhere.
You
know
can click
what I mean?
play. Look, give me.
You don't gotta click play, man. Just give me the translation. What does that mean?
All that in the heavens and the earth exhorts the glory of Allah. He's the most mighty, the most wise. Actually, this guy's a different thing. Yeah, this guy's a different translation. But it's the same verse. Oh, actually, you can go to the next one.
They said the same thing.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said they were all the same.
No, but the thing is, the Arabic language, people can, what's it called? Arabic and English not the same.
See, that's another thing. If I don't know Arabic, I'm screwed.
Yeah, because the English language is flawed. Everyone knows the English language is flawed.
So is every other language other than Arabic?
The Arabic language is not really flawed. I don't believe it's flawed. I believe the English language is
So
flawed. though.
everything else is flawed.
No, I believe the English language is flawed. I'm telling you that the English
Well,
language
obviously,
is
if you were to convert the Arabic into Tamil, right, then my
Yeah.
Tamil would be flawed as well.
No, actually, I don't know much about Tamil, but I'm just telling you because I'm an English speaker. I can
the-
tell you.
Obviously,
I'm-
some things would be lost in translation.
Yeah, some things can
So
be
that
lost.
would mean Tamil would be flawed as well.
That's why you can ask the Arabic person to translate for you.
What if I can't find an Arabic person?
Rusky, I'm sorry. Like, what am I to tell you right now? If you don't know Arabic, like
you're
you,
done for
you
then.
need to go understand the language of Arabic.
What if I have no one to teach me Arabic?
You have no one to teach you Arabic. That's why we have. But that's what I'm saying. Certain websites sometimes have different translations. Some certain websites. But there's books that are created in the Quran. Like there's Quranic versions of the book where there's an Arabic page and an English page. That fully what's it called? Translates it for you.
Yeah, but then like, unless you know Arabic yourself,
Yeah.
unless you can read, then like, things are going to be lost in translation.
No, the only reason why I don't think the English translation is good because sometimes one word can have so many different meanings.
But it's like that for every other language.
That's what, yeah, I can agree, but I just know mostly only English, right? So that's what I'm telling you for the English language.
So I'm just saying, things would get lost in translation no matter what language you translate it into. It could be Russian, it could be fucking Patois.
But you can always pick the right words though, that make sense. The right words that make sense. Because one word can have so many different meanings, right?
Okay.
But if you use the right term and the right word, because I can use one word and it can change a whole meaning of something. Feel me? But if you use the right word, at every single, like most moments or almost every single moment, you get the right sentence, right?
And there are languages where words just don't correlate. Like I can think of some words in Tamil that we don't have English translations for that.
Yeah, because that's like English is new. These languages are old. English is a new language. They don't have.
But
much
there are probably
words for everything.
there are probably some Arabic words that we don't have in Tamil. There's probably some Tamil words that you guys don't have in Arabic.
I can agree. Maybe so. I don't really know. I fully don't know the full language of Arabic. I can't.
Dude, we're getting into language. The thing is, what I'm saying is that unless we know Arabic or have someone to teach us Arabic, then we're screwed.
I don't think you're screwed.
All right.
Because I told you that there's books that have the full translation, right? Right or
You
wrong.
said
But then they're
it's
flawed.
No. There's certain books that have like zero mistakes. Some certain books, because they use the right word. I told you some words can be used in different ways, but these guys use the words in the right way.
We gotta generalize this. Not everyone knows English.
Because if a
So
person
what if I only know
if a
Tamil?
if a person knows Arabic and English, they can translate for you way better, right?
Okay.
That's why those books were made from an Arabic person that knows Arabic that can use the right words.
All right, so like
And
we
we're
said,
we're in the Western
they
world.
have-
Please don't be stupid right now. Like we're in the Western world. You guys can fully go and access those same books, right? Let's not use this what if. Let's not use this what if. This is literally
all
2023.
right, so if I'm from like what can you say?
Your
If
buddy
you're
used to
Tamil,
They probably do have translations in Tamil for it.
Your buddy's
Yeah.
a what if. But I can say for your book, the Bible, there is so many watered down versions that some things don't even make sense.
like what?
I don't know the certain verses, but I've seen online certain verses.
Pull up one.
Okay.
Do you hear like background noise?
Yeah, your background noise. I don't know what it is.
That's loud.
Probably them from outside, yo.
That's loud in the
I can
ear.
think of some from the Bible too.
Yeah.
Like the one where they say slaves should obey their master type shit.
Oh, I was doing something with that too. I want to keep putting up videos, but like, I don't know to speak for it, but
You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's flawed. I'm just saying that people can change.
is it? Yeah.
No,
is
I
it-
just
people
think
can change the
it's not-
definition.
it's all about interpretation too. Like if you like explaining it, like I get what you're saying about words can
Yeah.
mean different things, right?
And some
In
of
that
the-
sense,
Okay. No, go.
in that sense, they're not talking about like I'm talking like slave master, like the transatlantic slave
Yeah, yeah,
trade.
yeah.
I'm not talking about that. It's different. Like I don't want to put up a video again, but like, I'm just saying it's different. It's nothing like that. What were you saying?
No, I'm saying the Bible. There's many contradictions in the Bible.
Mhm.
Like, can you at least agree to that?
Contradictions.
Yeah.
Like what?
Where like they say one thing and then later on in the book they say
I know what
another.
constitution is, but like what?
Later
Like,
on in the book.
what? Show
Okay.
me one. That's what I'm trying to say.
1000% believe in the Bible, and I live for Jesus.
So I got a question. In the Bible, go ahead. 2 Kings 8:26.
Well, that's the
I-
Old Testament.
It is, but it's the Bible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
was
Before I play
23.
that video, like, do you believe all parts of the I mean, like all different books of the Bible are all true, or like there's some that are wrong? I'm asking.
What do you mean, like the Old
You know how
Testament, and New
there's Old
Testament?
Testament, New Testament. Like, do you
If
think
I think it's wrong,
like do you think all of them, all of them are correct, or some of them have mistakes in them? Like, I'm just asking right now.
all right, it's not that it's incorrect
Like,
or,
why
or
is there new
right or
books? I'm
wrong.
questioning why is there new books?
Because there's a time where remember Jesus wasn't there, right? Like the whole time when for the Bible is the Old Testament, right? That's like before Christ, and the New Testament is while Christ was living and his death and after that.
Yeah, whose words are these?
What do you mean? Whose words are these?
Then the Bible, like who wrote this? I don't know much
Matthew,
about the Bible.
Mark, Luke, like those are the
Oh,
authors,
those
right?
names. Oh,
And
yeah.
those are like the eyewitnesses, like people that were there with him, his disciples. Those who wrote it. Those are the
But,
people that wrote
so, the New Testament, Jesus, like I'm asking, Jesus wasn't there to like fully say, like to like verify this. He wasn't there for this New Testament that you're speaking of. He
it.
wasn't there
No,
to
the New
verify.
Testament is when he was what?
Like, this is all after Jesus died, so there was no Jesus to verify what he wrote, right?
No. The New Testament is from when he was born, going on to his life, and then after his death. So all of that
And after his death, so he wasn't there to fully verify the whole book. Is what I'm asking.
to verify it.
Because with the Quran, the Prophet was there during the whole time because he gave all the verses.
Who's the prophet?
Muhammad, peace be upon him.
So he
Was there. He gave the verses and they wrote, right?
Mm.
And that's what created the Quran because the verses from God given to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and he told the people and they wrote it, right? And memorized, right?
Mm.
But I'm asking for this New Testament. Like, was it fully completed after Jesus, or how did it work?
It was fully completed after Jesus. So like, was it?
Were they still writing it after Jesus died?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
Yeah.
So he wasn't there to verify this. So this is gonna be just other people, just folks just saying stuff. I'm just saying words right now. Like it's just my idea.
But then the people who wrote it were his disciples.
Yeah. But they could be wrong because there's no Jesus to verify it, correct?
So your argument is because Jesus wasn't there.
I can't. It's not fully 100% because he wasn't there to verify. That's what I'm questioning right now. Was he there? He wasn't there to fully verify, right? What they're writing, because they could just write. They could write whatever. They're disciples, but they could write. They have the free will to write, or come to a consensus and write something, right? So you agree to that too, right? Because there's no Jesus to verify.
All right. So do you like go around like life believing like everything should be 100%? Like, what am I trying to say? Like, do you go into life thinking that, you know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, I have no idea what you're saying.
Like, 100%. Like 100%.
You guys gotta ask me some questions. I'm getting bored over here, yo.
You could chime in, fam, anytime.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's mostly because I don't know much about Hinduism. I'll be so real. I don't know much.
Yeah, really. So
I don't know much because y'all just look like in my eyes. Well, actually, I was watching a video. Hindu. What does Hindu mean?
It is
Because
I think it was a Persian word that the Greeks took. All it means is the people
of India, right?
Beyond the Indus.
So the people of India.
Yeah.
Like I was watching a video. So, being Hindu doesn't mean that you believe in the religion. It just means mostly you're.
It was what I was saying in the beginning. The British came and they took all these ideas and these religions, these folk religions of these people, and they put it under all one umbrella term.
Called Hindu.
Yeah.
Hinduism.
Yeah.
That's what Hinduism is. Because I was watching a video. So anyone from India can call themselves Hindu.
Yeah.
So
another name for India is Hindustan.
Or Hindi, right?
Huh?
Hindi?
No, Hindi is just a language, bruv.
Hindi? My fault. I'm not, you know?
You see those that news thing of India changing its name to Bharat?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like it's new. That's actually like real now, right?
I don't know if it's real. I guess that's what the government will call themselves. But it's not like we don't have to change calling it India. Get it?
Word. So, okay, in your vision, okay, I never ever asked you, what is your vision after you die?
After I die?
Yeah, that's just what I want to know. What is your vision after you die?
It depends on what I do in this life. Like obviously,
Oh, so you don't believe heaven and hell?
If you do good, you do go to heaven, but it's temporary.
So what happens after heaven?
You get reborn. Exactly.
And if you go to hell, what happens? You
So
can also
based on your karma, right? If you do a bunch of bad, you're gonna be there for a while, but then you're reborn. So try again to be good, to rejoin with God.
And you're an animal. How do you be good as
Yeah, you
an
don't
animal?
have to be an animal. You can be anything. It doesn't like.
You can be a human
you can
again?
be like, yeah, you can be a human again. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's like planes of existence. You can be if you really did good, you can be reborn into like a sage, someone who is like a spiritual teacher, right? Like there were people who reached enlightenment, but they didn't rejoin with God just so they could teach other people how to do it as well. We call it, I think Buddhists call it a bodhisattva, something like that. It's in Hunter x Hunter, you know Netero's thing, that Buddha that's always behind him. Yeah, that's what a bodhisattva is.
So you said you doesn't reach the thing so you can teach.
They could reach enlightenment or like return to God, but they don't, so they can teach other people how to do the same.
So they die and come back.
Like they don't die and come back. No.
So I have one more question again. So going to heaven or hell is always temporary.
Yeah. The only finality is when you return yourself to God.
So you don't think this world is ever gonna end?
No, I don't think so. Still.
You don't think this world is ever?
Yeah, I don't think so. Still.
So you think this world is ever?
Wow.
So y'all
it's a cycle. Everything's a cycle.
Y'all just in a video game, just like boom, 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 die, game over, get your punishment, start up
So
again.
they respawn.
Yeah, you respawn. Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, it's not like you fucking know what happened before, right?
Yeah,
you don't know what's gonna happen after either.
So reincarnation.
Yeah, it's a crazy idea, bro.
And why do y'all like burn yourselves? That's another question I have.
What do you mean burn yourself?
We burn our dead.
Yeah, when you're dead, like why do y'all do that?
There are certain Hindus that bury their dead. Like I think if it's like a child, we would bury them.
Yeah, what's the significance behind that?
Well, yeah, what's the significance? I'm wondering.
It's just so your soul can pass on. There's like when you watch horror movies, when I watch horror movies, right? In Indian horror movies,
It's like zombies.
say you didn't burn the dead person, right? Then their soul couldn't pass on and they would stay behind.
So when y'all dump in the water, y'all letting him free.
You don't have to dump it in the water. You just have to burn the body.
What?
The ashes, you can do anything with the ashes. You can go on top of Mount Everest, spread that
Burn.
shit, yeah.
So y'all just believe just in karma, spiritual karma.
I guess you can say that, yeah. It's not that by itself, but it's a big factor.
So y'all really think y'all in this world just to vibe?
It's not just vibing. We're trying to leave. If you really think about it, we're trying to return to God. But obviously, we don't know how to do that yet.
Okay. I don't believe in none of that, but like, okay.
This is what I was trying to ask you. 100%.
I didn't even show you the video. Yo, hold up.
I think the idea of heaven is a little idealistic.
Okay, can you watch this video for me?
I'll watch my video too.
Yeah, but you
This
gotta
is what I was
play-
trying to ask you.
You gotta play one video at a time. So
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Years old when he became king and reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother was Athaliah, the granddaughter of Omri, right?
Yes.
Good, bro?
Okay.
How old was he?
I don't. Well,
Yeah, where's the
22
context?
years old.
Did you believe in the Bible?
I 1,000% believe in the Bible, and I live for Jesus.
So I got a question. In the Bible,
Brother,
In-
you gotta help me.
go ahead.
Yes.
2 Kings 8:26.
Well, that's the Old Testament.
It is, but it's the Bible, right?
Yes.
Okay. Isaiah was 22 years old when he became king and reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother was Athaliah, the granddaughter of Omri, right?
Yes.
Good, bro?
Okay.
How old was he?
I don't. Well,
22.
22 years old.
22. Okay. So you believe that's the word of God, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2 Chronicles 22:2. Isaiah was 42 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother was Athaliah, the granddaughter of Omri.
All right.
So was he 42 or 22?
It doesn't matter. Honestly,
Well, the
I
Bible
don't
doesn't
think-
matter. Believe in the Bible, like you.
Okay. So you want to know what's the contradiction, right? That's what you're trying to.
Yeah, because they're like, if there's so many, why is there so many books? Like,
I have
that's
a
what I'm
question for
wondering.
you.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the moon landing?
What is that? I'm not
What
fully
do you
sure.
mean?
I'm not fully sure what that is.
The moon landing. Like
When
they
the
didn't go to
U.S.
the moon.
what's his name?
Oh,
Armstrong went to the moon. You believe in that?
When he went to the moon?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the hell that. I don't even know if that's. I think that's fake, but I don't know.
I think it's fake too.
I think it's fake, but I was not there. I was not there. I didn't watch it. I don't know. Got a clue. Like to me, that serves no purpose.
Nah,
I don't really.
the only reason I'm asking is you guys say that Muhammad split the moon.
Oh, you split them. That's one of the miracles.
I don't see two moons out there, bruv.
Brisky, the miracle. Okay, wait.
Mad.
I learned this shit. I learned this so many years ago, but they were asking for signs why he's a prophet or something. I think, and then but he can put it. But he put it back. God is able to put it back. I think he put it back in the end.
You think so? Or is
The
that-
mirror,
is
like
that a fact?
I learned this so many years ago. I'm my fault for not knowing.
It's not your fault, bro.
They also say that he flew to heaven on Pegasus,
Pegasus.
a winged horse.
I know what that is. But come on.
Oh,
I only
when
said,
he- when he's-
I
when
only
he-
said Pegasus because that's what they call a winged horse.
Oh, when he went to go meet God.
Yeah.
When he went to go meet God. Yeah, he did.
You know that for a fact.
Yeah, because we were told that.
For a fact.
Yeah, I
Seen
know
a
that for a
wi-
fact.
So those guys seen a winged horse.
No, because it was a travel throughout the night and came back.
Hmm?
No one seen him actually go
Really, no one's seen him.
So how?
because there's a mention in the Quran like the journey.
Really?
Yeah,
So no one's seen it. So how's that?
How is this verifiable then?
they're supposed to see someone travel all the way. What do you think? There was a flipping moon or something?
So they didn't see it at all.
I mean,
They
there
didn't
was
see him
there
get
was
on a. They
rocket
didn't see him get on a
that-
winged horse and fly away.
There was no winged horse.
What do you mean? That was literally
But
what.
that's what Pegasus.
That was the clip I seen.
I don't know what clip you've seen.
You know that guy from South Africa? Let me show you right now. I'm gonna see if I can find a flipping clip. I watch his video. He's pretty good. He's not from South. He's from the UK, I think. I forget his name though.
the
Bro.
night journey.
Okay, while we got you out here, you'll go follow our Twitches. We got Oni Kenna. It'll be up here. Oni Kenna.
Bodhi Kenna. Oh,
Bodhi
no,
Kenna.
my Twitch is only Kenna. Yeah.
Yeah, Oni Kenna. We got Back to Lobby 4400 and M16, right?
Yeah.
And M16 on Twitch. So y'all want to follow her Twitch.
Oh, the night journey. Oh, when Angel Jabril came and brought him. Oh, yeah, and brought him on a horse. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. On a horse.
It's a flying horse, right? Well, a horse with wings.
Yeah, horse with wings.
Okay, so who was there to verify that?
Angel Jabril came.
I'll send you the clip after, but he's this he's a Muslim guy from the UK. He does like political stuff, right? He's pretty. I watch him still. Pretty good.
He went on a night journey. I don't fully remember, but I don't think anyone's seen. But he came back and told them. And then that's how the story was told, because he told the story to his companions.
Really?
So it's just him.
His word of mouth is just
The same way he told them the Quran.
really.
So no one's
So
seen
his
this
word.
guy.
It was a night journey. He woke
See,
him up in his sleep.
that was the first point I said.
And he woke up him up in his sleep.
They say it's infallible because he said so.
What does that mean?
That's basically your argument.
No, I'm telling you, it was a night journey and he was woken up in his sleep.
You're saying that shit. No, I'm not gonna swear, but it's all true, just because it came from him.
Yeah, I'm telling you it's true.
Not one person seen it.
Bro,
You didn't see it. You can't tell me it's true if you ain't see it.
Yeah. Okay. If that's how y'all are trying to go, going that night journey was just him going to meet God, meeting some of the prophets, and seeing some. It was like him being able to see like people that were being punished in hell, and seeing just him going on this journey to see things. And then he came back, and told the story. I don't think there's anything wrong with like me telling you it's true. Like if you want to believe it, you don't have to. I'm just telling you, you don't have to believe it if you don't want to.
I'm just saying because the whole thing.
We're just trying to verify like if it.
Yeah,
it's
the whole
authentic.
idea is
You know what I'm saying?
it being verifiable. You were checking him about the Bible because it wasn't verifiable, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
not
you're just
really-
saying
that's
that
not
someone
really
spoke, right?
verifiable, yeah.
But if you have, let's say, okay, so 4 of us seen a man like slap a man in his face right there, right?
Yeah.
Compared to one person, right? They're just saying that. Who would you believe? The couple mans that seen it, like eyewitnesses, or that one person?
The 4.
Okay,
Is that? Are y'all done?
no, I'm just saying that. But continue. You were saying something. No?
I'm just saying like they use the point of it being 100% verifiable as a part of reinforcing their religion.
I told you the Quran is 100% verifiable.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there's no there's no
That's
part
what,
where,
let me talk.
So you're saying the people not seeing it makes it.
I'm saying-
that's a contradiction in
I'm
your eye.
saying
Okay.
that the only credible source is him.
Okay.
Like, how do I know he's credible? Just because he told me the angel Gabriel came to him?
There's so many signs to show that he's credible.
Like what?
Literally, like the Quran is one sign. The
I don't think
the
that's
splitting
really a
of-
sign.
The splitting of the moon.
I'd never seen the moon
Before
get split.
the prophet was a prophet. Do you know what his nickname was?
No, I don't know.
Like before, like in his years before he even knew the religion of the Quran, in the land he was known as the most truthful. That's what the whole city knew him as. Muhammad, the most truthful, peace be upon him. That's what his nickname was. He was an honest and smart guy.
lied
once. He never lied once before he even became the prophet. He never lied once. All he did was go to a cave, come back, and if there was any sort of like disrupt or anything, he never lied once. He was known as the honest one. There was never a moment where he lied. He was literally the perfect human.
Really?
Yeah. In my eyes, he was the perfect human.
Really? Someone you never knew?
Bro, but from what you've heard, from every story I've read and from the Quran, I can tell he's a perfect human.
Really?
There's no mistake of him.
Really?
All right, name me them.
I can't name it. I never knew the guy.
Thank you. So how are you gonna say he's not?
But you can't say he's a perfect human. You never knew him either.
Because from what I've been told and what I've learned.
From what you've been told, not
because
from what you've experienced.
No, because
but from what you've told. You've been told.
No, because there's a sunnah from his practices. He literally showed us the practice of how to be a perfect human, praying 5 times a day, always having wudu on, giving zakat, everything he did, and everything. There was not a person who thought he's gonna be like. There's not a person who's been done by him. Like there's not a single person in the whole land.
Oh, you know what's one point that I hear Christians say a lot about Muhammad? They say that Jesus was non-violent, right? You never hurt nobody.
I said the prophet. The prophet was violent.
He was violent, yeah.
I say he's
violent. How is he perfect?
Because he was but that's at war. You can be violent at war. He was fighting for his religion. It was jihad. You can be violent when you go fight for what you believe in.
What Jesus teaches us is to take that box on one cheek and turn that cheek, and take the next box.
That's what my mom
Not,
telling me.
not to go and seek retribution or what's the word?
With them is different.
Mm. So you explain it. I want to actually want to
because in these wars,
Mm-hmm.
like you know how like people used to conquer lands, right? There was like many different battles. I think there was the Battle of Badr. There was a battle where there was multiple battles, and what he was is he like in war you're allowed to be violent because he's fighting for like the religion, right? There's like the Christians that came. There's different types, and there's nothing wrong with that because when you go to war you're able to be violent, right? Correct.
Okay.
What is this Jesus thing y'all talking about? Move one face, get slapped one face, get slapped on the other.
It's a metaphor. So basically, like, if someone
You never heard that before?
If you get slapped on one face, no, I've never been taught that in my life.
Damn, bro.
Crazy, but like it's a metaphor. So basically, like,
no, I'm not gonna get slapped around, but that's what they say.
But like, if someone does you wrong, that's basically what it's trying to say.
Oh, if someone does you wrong, forgive him.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that's it's a metaphor. I'm just
you didn't get that. You didn't get
You can forgive people for other things, but not your religion. That's what I believe in. Not your religion. You will never forgive someone for wrongdoing your religion. I will never.
But how did they wrong-do the religion?
Coming trying to conquer and because before when the prophet was.
But weren't you guys doing that?
Yeah, you were doing the same thing.
No, you were not.
Well, you weren't. You didn't conquer them and convert them.
No.
What?
No, we didn't.
So what you do?
We conquered the land.
Okay.
We conquer the land.
Okay.
We free the people that we catch. Like we free them.
You don't free them. If they were Muslims, they wouldn't be slaves. But if they weren't Muslim, they would be eligible to become slaves.
But yeah, slaves for the people. Like not like slave. Like how y'all think they're slave. If they're Muslim, they'll be able to be saved. I mean, to be like saved, right? But they're just like not like the certain slave. I don't know how to explain it.
A slave's a slave, bruv.
No.
What do you mean, like
There's different types of.
Even now.
Nah.
Indians, those Indians in the Middle East, they get whipped up.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, but that's not the type of slave I'm talking about though. Not those whipping. You can have those sex slaves. Not those type
they're
of
not
things.
getting whipped up, but like what was that number? I think like 6,000 of them died during the construction of the what's it called? The soccer stadium.
Your mom?
No, so yeah. My bad.
Okay, keep talking.
What were we saying?
You're talking about slaves.
What were we saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you say that you could be violent because they came and they tried to conquer you.
Yeah.
Yes. But then you did the same thing to them. Even in fact, during the beginning of Islam, I think you guys are the ones that actually expanded. So they didn't come conquer you. You went outwards. Okay, yeah. So what they had trade routes along the Sahara Desert, right? And what they would do, the Arabs would come, they would take slaves from West Africa and have them walk to the peninsula. You know how many people died on that trek? That's insane. Like taking people on a ship is at least it's faster than having them walk across the desert. That's actually crazy.
I don't really know much about that, but in the Quran it does say though, treat like if you have a slave, feed him the same thing you'd feed yourself, and clothe them the same way you'd clothe yourself.
Yeah. So
you treat them just as humanely as you are, not the slave that you're chatting about, where like they be doing some.
I think there's a rule.
Whooping them and stuff.
I think there's a rule that if you beat your slave and they died the next day, then you wouldn't be held accountable. Something like that.
What do you mean?
Where's that from?
It's from you guys.
I don't know much about that. No, I never heard of that.
I'm gonna find these sources.
So
if I'm wrong, my bad. I'm gonna find these sources.
Okay.
So you beat them and then they die next day because
say
of the beating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But we say the same thing about the non-violence thing. Another principal aspect of Hinduism is to do your duty. There's one story, right? I love. It's called the Ramayana. It's a poem, or it's an epic or some shit like that. And basically, the king of Sri Lanka is going to war with God. God incarnate, right?
Huh?
He's going to war with God. You see how they say Jesus came back as God? Or he's God in human form? So it's like that. So you had God.
Why is he fighting with God?
Who's this human?
It's a long story. I'm gonna send it to you after. right?
Okay.
But he wasn't really a human. He was like a demon of sorts type shit,
Okay.
right? He's going to war with God, and he
Also,
had a
demon going. Okay.
okay, yeah, right.
So there's some random. So there's this guy that's a demon, and there's a guy.
But he's not like he's a bad guy.
There's a bad
But
guy.
he's not completely bad in a way.
Okay. Wait.
Right.
Like, can I just get this into
Yeah,
my
go,
head?
go.
There's a guy that's really bad,
Hmm.
and there's a guy that thinks he's God.
Okay, you say he thinks he's God,
Okay.
and then Hindu would say that he is God.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm at the same point as you.
Okay, yeah, right. So he's going to war with God, and this demon has a younger brother,
Mhm.
and right, and he's on the battlefield, and he sees someone from God's army, and and their interaction is like he knows he's going to war with God. He knows he's gonna lose, but the fact that his brother takes care of him is enough for him to like just say fuck it. Like he can't lose, he can't win against God, right? Everyone knows that. So like
Can't be.
his duty to his brother was the most important thing for him. Like him switching sides is no consequence. God is gonna win no matter what. So he chose to do his duty. I think that was a pretty cool thing.
So the little bro.
The little bro was helping out his older bro to the death. He died for him.
And that was suffice for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fact that he did his duty was I guess you could say it was good karma on his head.
So he.
He wouldn't have sent. He was. I don't know what.
So
Obviously, I don't know what happened
Did
to
this
him.
guy die?
Who? The demon?
Person that thinks he's God?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think he's
Is it good karma?
Yeah,
So that means he ascended or something?
bro. Asking me like I'm supposed to know.
But do you say good karma means that like you?
Cause he did his duty.
Oh, so that
So
guy
that's-
went to
so that's
that
like
guy
his
went
calling.
that guy went to heaven because he helped his bro. That like in your
If I die?
in your head.
He was a demon already, so him doing good karma would make him like a human or something, some shit like that.
What are your odds?
Oh, some
Yeah.
so him riding out.
Him riding out, yeah.
That blew my mind.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
That shit was just funny to me. I'm like, what? So just wow. So that's how all that karma shit works. Okay. Like we believe some.
So
we
it's,
don't
it's
believe
like
in that.
destiny. You said that's his duty.
It was his destiny, yeah.
Oh, you guys believe like in that? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, like our religion believes in nothing like that, but something like that. Like we believe like your sins and your good deeds will be like compared, and if you have more good deeds than sins, you get to go to heaven, right? And that's how your karma thing works, right?
No, it's not like we're being judged.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you guys not judged?
So who's judging y'all?
It's not like we're being judged. It's a free will thing. I choose to do good, so I do. So
Oh, so you guys don't think someone's watching over you guys?
It depends on the sect, obviously.
So do you think someone's watching over you?
Do I think someone's watching over me? I think everything is written already, but I don't think someone is like watching me like that.
Or so you think there's like a book, and there's not a book, but like a set.
It's set in stone.
Mm.
But what happened to free will? Well, actually, no.
Yeah, that's not
Actually,
free-
we believe in something like that. Actually, never mind.
So if
We do
everything
believe
is
in-
set,
we believe in something like that. So you believe everything's written, but no one's watching over you, but you have free will. Because the choices you make, you feel like no one's like. How do you live and have free will, but no one's judging you?
Do you think you have free will?
I believe I have free will, but I believe someone's watching over my free will. Like not watching over my free. I'm allowed to have free will, but someone.
So you don't think everything is set in
judging
stone?
me. No, not fully. I feel like everything's written, but not set in stone,
so it could be changed. That's what you're trying to say.
based on me.
I think everything is set in stone, but that's the greatest form of freedom you can have. Just to know that, like,
So
it doesn't
like,
matter what you do,
But
it's
if it's
already
set in
going to
stone,
happen.
So
how does free
no
will
one's
work?
watching. So I like that's the part I'm lost. Like where is this?
So
God
if it's,
that-
everything is set,
Mhm.
how's the free will?
Think about it. The first time I came across this was in that manga Vagabond.
Okay.
Like the idea of it, at least. I forget exactly, it was a while ago when I read it, but he was basically saying that the fact that everything was going to happen is already like, it was already going to happen. It takes all that weight off your shoulders.
But me and you
Get what I'm saying?
But me and you believe like, if I do this, like I'm gonna get a sin because God's gonna punish me for that one day, right?
Yeah, I believe if you do
Or-
wrong.
Or like if you know someone's watching over you, you're gonna make the better decision. You feel me? If you know like God's watching right now, you're gonna make the better decision. You feel me?
Okay, you believe in good works. Like good works over like
I believe that
covers your sins. That's
I
what you
believe
right?
like having the thought that God is watching over me is gonna help me a lot more with my decision making. You don't believe that, or you believe that?
So you need a prison guard to do good, eh?
No.
You need
No,
a
just the
parole
thought.
officer.
Just the thought of knowing that there's.
Broski got that ankle monitor on right now.
Yeah, because obviously everything I'm doing is getting judged. So why don't I have a monitor?
But is that really free will though?
Exactly.
It's free will in the sense where I can choose to do wrong. If I disregard God and do wrong, that's free will, right? But like I just knowing that there's God watching me makes me make a better decision. It's like you. It's like when you're at home right now. When you guys are at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are about to do something. You guys are about to go. Actually, like y'all about to do. No. Actually, like, y'all about to do something wrong. Or like if you're outside and you guys do something wrong, you're like, this might come back on my family because my family, like if there's an aunt there and she sees this, she might tell your parents, right? So like you're gonna make a better decision because someone's watching. Feel me? Or even when you're at home, you're like, oh, my parents are home. Let me not do this because someone's watching.
The way I see it, it's not like it's like God isn't there to judge us. You know what I mean? I can go do some bad shit if I wanted to, right?
Okay.
But like, yeah, I think that's like the sum of it. I don't think God is here to judge us in that way.
So
if I choose to do good, the system is already there for me to be better in my next life, right? If I do get reincarnated.
So yo, I'm so okay. Yeah, I need to ask you one more time.
Confusing stuff.
I need to ask you one more time.
It's
Do
very
you believe in God?
I do believe in God.
So, do you believe in one God?
Yeah.
You believe in one God? So
Yeah.
this is the one God that's watching over you, or I'm like this is what I'm trying to get back to. Is this one God watching over you? You don't think there's someone watching over you?
He could if he wanted to, but I don't think
You don't
that's his
think
sole
God?
purpose.
You don't think?
I think he's
can-
trying to say that, like,
But you don't think God?
there's no one that's just like
I don't.
praying down at him, like
You don't
making
think
sure.
God is
I think that's
possible
what
to
he's
watch over?
He could
all
watch
of-
me if he wants to watch me. He would watch me, but I don't think that's like.
I think God watches all of us at once. He's capable of watching all of us
Obviously,
at once.
yeah, it's God.
Yeah, and I think he does.
But I don't think he's here as like the judge. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because you don't get judged here, or you might get.
I don't think he's like.
Y'all can
The
get.
He
judge.
doesn't believe that he's a judge at all. Like, it's just no like.
You just do. So you
He,
just.
he believes like so if you, so like there's you do the good or
Like
bad,
he's
right?
he's not the one that sends us
And
to
if you-
heaven and to go to hell or.
So
Who
you
the
guys
hell-
determine that.
Wait,
Yeah, it's our actions determine what happens to us.
nigga. What?
God
But
is
doesn't
the-
he determine that though?
God is the creator, and he created the systems that we live in. Obviously,
So who throws you in? Who throws you in hell and heaven, man?
that system. It's a system that he created.
So it's basically like
So
you
you
do
guys
bad,
think
you go this way.
You
and
think
then
you die
that's
and
it.
go on a conveyor belt and you boom, fall somewhere.
He's just trying to make it sound stupid. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's not a
true.
conveyor belt.
No, I'm just saying like this system. Like I like in my head,
I bet.
like
Like your soul or whatever, it goes to where it has to go.
So hell or heaven.
Yeah.
So you don't think that there's gonna be but you believe there's a day that you're gonna be questioned for everything.
Yeah.
You don't think there's a day you're gonna be questioned for all your actions.
I don't think so. No.
What?
And when you say about like good works, we don't believe that like obviously good works is good. I get what you're saying, right? But like that's
So
not
who
the
is this
sole
Holy
purpose.
Spirit? Wait, so how do you have a Holy Spirit and don't think someone's watching over you? Explain that
Who,
to
me?
me. No, him. How do you have a Holy Spirit and don't think someone's watching over you?
I said God watches everyone.
No, but what you just said like 10 seconds ago, you said you don't believe in this good work, something like that. I don't know.
You didn't let me finish
Alright,
at all.
let me finish.
Okay. I said good works is not everything. Like just because you're doing like you saw you guys do it, right? So like God is watching, right? That's what you're saying, right? God is watching. So you're doing these good works, but it's not your free will. It's not you putting your faith or like it's not you like you get what I'm trying to say? Because you're being watched, you're doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Why don't you feel? Yeah, there's nothing
But
wrong
how's
with
that free will?
Because
Like if you're being monitored, right? See you're in a jail, right? And a jailer's coming by and he's watching your every move, right? Right? Comparative, there's no jailer there, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you choose, like that's your will. You choose to do it, right? Instead of being watched.
Okay, stop. All right. So I was watching a video and the guy used a perfect example, right? Hitler,
Okay.
he killed 6 million people, right?
Okay.
And Hitler was able to do whatever his free will wanted him to do: kill, rape, like do any sort of bad action that he wants, and no one could stop him, right? Like for that time being, no one could physically stop him, right? You don't think that and then let's just say he was to die, actually everyone does die, so he died, right? he goes to hell. He died one time, right? But he killed 6 million people, right? You don't think the idea, like, if you just had free will, right? Like how he said, right? You had free will, you killed 6 million people, and 6 million people died, and all you just did was get thrown into hell, one time, and then you go back and you become like some pig or something or whatever, like just some bad, like you think that's like that's all right? That's allowed? That's okay to kill 6 million people? Do whatever you feel like, because if there's no, you don't watch like.
Obviously, that's not alright.
If you don't think that, if you don't think there's a God watching you and you
But you're still sent to hell. It's not like.
Yeah, but you just said you go to hell.
It's not like nothing happens to you.
Yeah. You do go to hell, but you said you said in your religion you die and go get reincarnated to whatever.
Okay. You're trying to say like the temporary part when you come back.
Yeah, why would someone like that be in hell temporarily?
If you think about it like that, if there are certain people that just don't have the capacity for good, then it would just be a never-ending cycle of just them getting thrown into hell. No.
So there's some people that can be in hell fully.
It depends on the person. Just like that's what I was saying. We're all like infinite in our possibilities.
And I have another question. Like, y'all don't think, so you guys think because someone watching you doesn't equate to free will, right?
Okay.
That's what both of y'all think?
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said? Yeah. Like, what? Like, why? Like, I have a question as to why.
Because your actions are always influenced by the fact that someone is watching you. Someone who determines someone who determines your fate is always watching you.
But we're
so
humans.
Why wouldn't you?
We're humans. We're just built off of temptations.
Okay.
We're humans built off of temptations. We act out. If there's not someone knowing that someone is watching over us, we would always just follow our temptations because we're just.
No, we wouldn't always.
Bro, let's not be.
Okay, most of the time. Okay, let's say most of the time.
Yeah, most cases, yeah.
But do you think that all the good works?
Because it's more.
Do you think that all your good works will cover all the things you've done wrong?
I hope so. I can't tell you. I hope so.
So you hope?
I hope so because I don't think I'm the perfect human being right now. So I don't know if my good is gonna outweigh my bad.
But that's what you believe, like your good works will take you to heaven, right? That's what you believe.
I couldn't tell you right now, physically, from the spot I'm in right now, I'm going to heaven. I couldn't tell you because there's a big chance I can go to hell too, right? Because I've done bad, I've done good, like I know.
Yeah, I'm not saying good works are bad. I'm not trying to like what the hell, obviously. But like what I'm saying for us, we believe that not only good works takes us there.
What else?
There also be faith. You know what faith is?
Believing.
Yeah, believe faith, but faith. Like you have faith in God.
You sent that video to me. You can't only have Christ in your head, in your brain. You have to have him in your heart as well.
It has to be an embodied.
Faith means that you know that God's watching over you. What else is faith?
No, not.
How could you explain faith and not include that God is watching over you? How can you put that? That makes no sense. That removes the ideology of faith, because faith is knowing that there's someone above watching over you. That's what faith is. Faith is always knowing that someone above is watching over you. That's what faith is. What else could be faith?
Keep talking.
No. Well, we say faith, right?
Yeah, explain faith. If that's not faith, what is faith?
When we say faith, okay, so there's how...
The definition of faith is the complete trust or confidence in someone or something.
Thank you. That means if you have full faith in God, you know He's watching over you.
No, I don't.
I don't
think so.
That's not fully relate to what
just because I have full faith in God doesn't mean He's always watching over me.
That means I have full faith in God. I'm gonna walk over a mountain and I'm not gonna die. Like, what are y'all talking about right now?
What is that analogy?
I don't get.
Like, if you just think that you guys have full faith, y'all can just do whatever you want just because. Oh my God,
I'm not stupid.
Oh my God, I believe in God. I can do whatever the hell I want. No,
I'm not
but
stupid.
If you have full faith in God, it means I know someone is watching over me. I know someone is going to judge me at the end of this. That's what full faith is.
I don't think so. Still,
because if you have full faith and you read the book and the book tells you you're going to be judged, that means He's watching over you. Correct, or am I wrong? If the book tells you He's going to judge you at the end, that means faith means fully believing in God and the book.
Yeah, but it doesn't equate. That doesn't mean
it goes one in the other. It goes one in the other. So if you believe in God,
faith,
you believe in the book.
Having faith doesn't equal having believing in someone who's watching over me like that.
So you can have faith in God and not read His book because it's His book, right? And if His book tells you that I'm going to judge you, do good, do righteous, and you go to heaven, right? That's what faith is, right? believing in him and his book.
Reset what you just said.
If you say you have faith, okay,
Mm-hmm.
having faith, correct, means having faith in God, right, and believing in his book, correct.
Mm-hmm.
And if his book tells you when you die you're going to be judged, correct, that means you know that someone is watching over you and is going to judge you in the end, correct.
So that's what, okay. Mm-hmm.
So that means having faith is knowing that someone is watching over you, which means you have free will, but you know someone's watching over you.
Someone's watching over you. But you guys say, obviously you believe you're going to be judged, but obviously I don't believe I'm going to be judged.
Yeah, you don't believe you're going to be judged. But that's what I'm literally trying to explain to you. What faith, like having faith in God, that's what that means. Having faith in him and his book.
Wait. You just said, before you said.
But that's only a specific example. Because in my case, that wouldn't be true.
Yeah, in your case, that wouldn't be true because you believe in. Yeah, I don't even want to start being disrespectful, but in your terms,
Don't be disrespectful.
in your terms, it's like some. In my head, it just sounds like some nonchalant. You just like there's this good and bad karma, correct?
Okay.
Live your life to the fullest because it doesn't matter. You're just gonna go to hell or heaven and come back and you can live again, like it's some video game. That's what in my head interprets what you were telling me. No disrespect.
But then there's the goal though, to return to God. So if you were really,
but you have infinite chances to go meet God.
it's not really an.
Me and him believe you got one chance, and you believe you got infinite chances, correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, if you have only one chance, you're gonna do your best, and you guys have infinite chances in your head, which means you got, like, you can decide, like, yo, okay, I can do wrong here, I can do right here, because you know why? It's not my one goal, like, it's not your one chance.
But I don't.
You know?
It's not like I'm living my life thinking like, yo, let me just go to hell this one time and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do good.
No, but like it's just the back of your subconscious. You know, there's always.
I don't think it's on any. I don't think it's in anyone's. I don't think anyone in the back of their mind's like, yo, I could actually thug hell out right now.
No, not thug hell out. Like I can let this slide. I can just do this one time. You feel me?
Oh, I think you're trying to say like if you do bad, yeah.
I can do wrong one time.
Like
there's one wrong time.
You just hug it. Not saying you're thugging it, but like you do wrong, right? You hug it. But
it's like every time you do a sin, you're like in the back of your head, you're like, it's all right, you know, because you did the sin.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. But you guys have similar concepts to that.
What is it?
I know motherfuckers drinking, smoking and shit. They go home, they go home, they say a few verses, and it's like the sins are gone.
Yeah, but let's face reality. Like those guys.
That's why I say good works don't. That's why I say good works. That's why we believe that good works doesn't.
Yeah, let's face reality. If you're gonna go smoke and drink, that's who you are as a person. And if you think a person that's smoking and drinking is going to heaven, I'm sorry to tell you. Like, you know, there's a chance they might. Like, there's always a chance they might, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. Feel me?
Three brothers from different. I love it, man. What time is it now?
We got like 10 more minutes.
10 minutes?
You think smoking is bad?
For me?
Yeah.
Like,
you think it'll fuck up your chances of going to heaven? Just by smoking?
So like smoking
or
weed
drinking?
and all that, right?
Yeah,
drinking.
Yeah, any type of anything like that.
Like,
why do you think it's obviously it says it in the Quran that it's forbidden, but why do you think it is forbidden?
Well, I think because it intoxicates your brain.
Well, what is like how's that a sin?
It's not. How's it a sin? Because it's like if your brain is intoxicated, you can't pray. You feel me? Because your mind is not at 100%. Like one of the states of being like a proper believer, and one of the states of being able to pray, is you have to be 100% like mentally ready because you're about to meet your Lord, right? And if you're intoxicating your brain, you're not at like 100% capacity to go meet to like speak one-on-one with God. You feel me? And that's why you're not allowed to fast or pray for 40 days. And if you're not allowed to fast or pray for 40 days after you smoke or drink, that's horrible, you know? 40 days. Do that again, another 40. No, not another 40, but like it just extends the days.
What you say? You can't smoke.
If you smoke, you can't fast or pray for 40 days.
Well, so if you smoke, then 40 days, you have to wait 40 days.
Scientifically, like if you smoke or drink right now, like it's still in your bloodstream for the next 40 days.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Interesting.
That's why I think smoking's bad and drinking's bad.
But you guys still believe that that praying is never a bad thing.
No.
Oh no. Even during those 40 days, you're supposed to fast and you're supposed to fast and pray. Like if it's time to fast,
You're supposed to pray every day, right? For you.
Yeah. You're supposed to pray those 40 days, even though it's not gonna be accepted. You're supposed to pray those 40 days. That's what you're supposed to.
You guys pray? You guys pray, right?
Yeah, we pray. Even with yoga is a form of prayer in some cases. Obviously, you can just do it just to stretch and stuff like that.
I do that yoga thing.
But the original intention.
Yoga, think that's.
I don't do no yoga.
Yeah.
I feel like yoga is good for you. Exercising that. It helps
But I heard there's like a deeper concept to it.
Yeah, I believe sometimes yoga can clear your mind. I do believe in that too.
It's a form of prayer.
I don't know if it's a form of prayer,
It's a form of prayer.
Actually, like the moves that we do in our prayer is somewhat like yoga moves, but they're not yoga moves. So I can see what you're trying to say right now.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, why is you looking at me like that?
Yeah, we're funny, man. Man, this was a good one though.
I'm gonna hit him with a part 2 of this.
Why?
Part 2?
No, because like obviously as time goes
Not right
on,
away, but
our
like-
understanding of it gets deeper, and we
Yeah.
can come back with some new ideas.
But you guys don't take this no offense. No one's trying to get at anybody. We're just
No cap, it's
trying to
all love
understand
out
each
here.
other.
Yeah, like
We're
we
just
don't
trying
got
to
the best
understand each
knowledge,
other's-
you know.
Yeah,
So,
we're
like,
just trying to understand each
you
other.
know, we're trying to understand each other. Like
Don't worry, bro.
bro.
We're all brothers, man.
Okay.
Young right
Unhand
here,
me.
the youngest one. My dog right here too.
Yeah,
We're all brothers, man.
yeah.
Don't
We'll be
trip.
back for the next episode.
No hostility.
What's the episode? Is 8 after this?
Yeah, we'll let you know though.
We don't know if he'll be here.
He's never
but
part of
he'll
the
be
thing,
here in
just
spirit.
But he likes talking, you know. So
He'll be here in
being
spirit.
I forgot. Certain announcements need to be made. I'm the newest member of NoneSpecial.
If you don't see a
And
follow back, then if
they
you
never
don't see.
they
If
never
you don't see us
said that.
following them back, then you know he's
They
not the
haven't.
newest
They
member.
haven't let.
There's only 2 people being followed by.
They haven't confirmed. They haven't confirmed it. But I haven't signed the thing. You know, I just haven't signed it.
He hasn't even gotten a contract. There's no sign and nothing.
But like, I'm part of the thing. Like it's us 3. You see him. You see him. You see me.
Now, if you see me, you don't always see him.
If
That's
you
a
see,
fact.
we're a
If you see
trio.
Kenny, I'll be there.
Most likely.
If you see, me,
If you see
Kenny's
these
there.
2, you see me.
See this guy? You see him? I don't know.
I'm here. I'm the newest thing.
Just walk by.
Don't even rate. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If the episode says feature, we're gonna have a problem. That shit better
It's
not
gonna
say
say feature. For
It
sure,
better
it's gonna
not
say
be
feature.
It better not say feature because I'm not a feature. Like, you know, I'm not Lil Baby. It's not 200 on occasion right now.
200 occasion, man.
But
It's
he
not
doesn't hit the
200.
he doesn't hit the feature hard like Lil Baby does. He be fumbling it sometimes.
It's not 200 on occasion, but like, you know,
All right, let's close it out, man. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you guys share it to your family members, your friends, everything, and just be locked in. Yo.